Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the X-Wing Pilot Asty from the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series. This guy is pretty cool, but before we take a closer look at him, let's go ahead and take a look at his packaging. Here it is, pretty standard. We've seen this before, but it does have a picture of him from the movie here on the front. Nothing really on the sides. And on the back here, it's got a brief description of the character and another picture of him from the movie. So, like I said, fairly basic. We've seen this at this point, so let's go ahead and get back to the figure itself. He stands basically 6 inches tall. So he's right in scale with the other Star Wars 6-inch Black Series. And overall, you know, he's pretty cool looking. Really, that's why I bought him. Because if you've seen the movie, he's not a main character. I won't spoil anything else about the movie, but he's not a main character. So basically, the only reason I bought him is because of his design, which I do like. He does come with 2 accessories. The first one is his helmet. They did a nice job here with the translucent, you know, kind of orange visor. And it does fit on his head very, very well. You know, that's just about as good as you can get for a removable helmet. It doesn't look too big or anything, so that's really nice. And he also comes with this blaster pistol here. It's the same mold as the one that came with Poe Dameron, but this time it's gold. Still looks nice. It's got plenty of detail. A little bit of paint work. It's got a silver barrel there. But aside from that, it's fairly basic. And that does fit in his holster here. Let me put it in there. It's hard to do on camera here, sorry. Alright, so it does fit in there nice and snug. And overall, like I said, this figure is pretty cool in design. The articulation, though, is a little bit limited. I'll go ahead and run through that. So his head is on a ball peg, and then there's a disc or hinge in the neck, but basically it's just the swivel. Because this character doesn't really have a neck, you know, they couldn't really do a whole lot there. The potential is there to have the articulation, but just with the collar being so high and him not having any neck, pretty much takes away any articulation that is there. He's got ball-hinged shoulders with a good range of motion, ball-hinged elbows, and they have basically no range of motion, which is kind of frustrating. They do swivel, but you can't even, that's not even that's like a 30-degree angle, of range of motion, so that's really horrible. And it's a little bit better on this side, but just barely. He's got ball-hinged wrists that swivel. He's got what I'm assuming is a ball peg in the torso. Can't get him to lean back a little bit, lean forward just a little bit, but it's mainly just going to be a swivel. And it only works to the one side just because of the tube that's running from here to his leg, so you can only really turn this way. He's got T-jointed hips that have a really nice range of motion, even on the leg with the tube on it, which is nice. And same on this side. They went with a really, really soft rubber for this here, so it's definitely not going to get in the way at all. One problem this does create, though, is the holster. I feel like if you're not careful, you could just rip the holster straight off. As long as you're careful with it, it's not going to be a problem, but if you're reckless with it and you just yank on the gun, you might just rip it off. Same with these. If you pull on them too much, you might just rip them. So just be aware of that. He's got a thigh swivel that works well. No complaints there. Double jointed knees. Really nice range of motion there. No complaints. And then he's got hinged ankles. There could be a little bit more range of motion, but this guy I don't think we're going to be putting in many dynamic poses anyway, so it's not a huge deal. And there is an ankle rocker with a really nice range of motion. So overall, this guy's articulation is a little bit limited in the upper body, and he's not a main character. So some people might want to pass on him just because of that, but as far as a figure goes, he's alright, you know, they did a good enough job with him. They did represent the character, and the paintwork on the face is really well done. It's a little sloppy in some other parts, but on the face it's very, very well done. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.